Hi everybody, I'm Laura. Welcome back to my channel. And it's here. Oh my goodness. It's going to be one of those days. I had to run to Butler, pick up some drinks and things. I was out of a lot of stuff that I didn't get because Walmart just didn't have it. So I went back today. My package first said it was going to be here, then it said it wasn't going to be here. It was just one of those things. But mine is delivered by Amazon. I know a lot of people say that Amazon doesn't deliver to your post office box, but mine does. I don't know. All my Amazon packages get delivered to a P.O. box. So I have no issues with that. But we're going to go ahead and get this open. My wonders are, is it going to have to do with April? Birthstone? Will we have some Herkimer in there? I actually have a Herkimer diamond that my son sent me. I'm from, upstate New York, where Herkimer diamonds come from there and from that area of Pennsylvania, all where I'm from. So, I'm excited. It would be awesome if there was. I'll have to look and see if I can find my Herkimer diamond. My son actually got it straight out of the ground. And then, or is it going to be Easter? Is it going to be May themed? May birthstone themed? I don't know. So we're going to open it. Whoops. Now we're just going to pull this out. I don't see a color. Usually we see a color. Okay, so I'm seeing $102 value. April Showers collection. Now, I know that there's a lot of talk about, with sourcing her gemstones and things. So there's 21 items in this package. Look at this. And Bargain Bead Box is still one of the best values out there, guys. For $23 shipped directly to your door, you're getting like this one at the $102 retail value. So let me fold this over and let's see what it has to say. So, April showers. There's nothing like cozy beauty of a rainy spring day. And it has been raining here. Soft pastels including minty amazonite, light blue Malaysia jade quartz, and peach crystals combined with lots of sparkling crystal teardrops in this shimmering palette. Cloud motifs include stainless steel chandeliers, carved freshwater shell beads, and a high-quality cubic zirconia toggle clasp. I'm intrigued. We're going to be sorting it into this really big box this time because all my littler ones are full. I have my shell dish, and I have a little glass one here, and I don't know where I put it, but we're going to go ahead. I'm going to raise you up a little bit, and I'm going to set that right there, and I got to look and see where we're at. I'm going to raise this a little bit, guys, and I will bring the items up closer to you. I have my Sonic. Gotta have my limeade. So we have a light colored bag. Oh, look at the shapes in there, guys. I see some goodness. So I'm going to just set these off to the side. Move my cup. I'm going to create some spillage over here off to the side. And make a pile. Whoopsie. I'm making a big old pile. I want to thank everybody for watching yesterday's video, because yesterday was Thursday. Today is Friday. And I know it was almost a 2-hour video. It was the Kumahimo. And yes, it was a longer video. It just was. So I'm just going to grab and start. I will probably transfer this over into a smaller box as we as I go through and straighten up some boxes. So this is a 8 by 5 millimeter flower Amazonite rondelle beads, 7.5 inch. Oh, aren't they pretty? I am going to take time to cut that out. Look at those beads. Aren't they lovely? Very pretty color. I am leaving them on the strand for right now. I have really deep pockets in here, and I am going to take a moment. I laid my scissors down, and I do not need all these baggies, so I'm just going to, whoops, cut these out and put that in there with it. Like that. We'll throw that in the trash. I want to be able to see the pretty beads. There we go. Oh, this is pretty. So this is a 10 piece of 10 by 7 Amazonite faceted teardrop beads. This is pretty. So look at these. And they're pretty. They're really faceted. Look at the little inclusions in them. Very nice. I cannot wait to create with these. I will probably be doing a project. I know this is a really big, deep container for all these, but I'm sorry. I will get them sorted into a smaller container as we go. Right now, this is what I have. That's metals. Ooh, these are gorgeous. So we have crystal faceted fancy rondelle beads in crystal AB. It's an 11-inch strand. You're way up over my head, y'all, so I have to stretch up to see what I'm looking at. Oh, look at them. Oh, my word. Look at that flash. That is some sparkle. I'm going to put them right there. Let me cut that out. I so often forget to do this, and then I go back and I'm like, what in the world was that? And then I try to find my paper and I can't find it. That's simple. Metal, metal, metal. Charm. Oh, these are pretty. 4 millimeter Malaysia jade dyed quartz faceted round beads. Sky blue. It's a 14-inch strand. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at those sweet little things. And they have sparkle. So, very pretty. Very, very pretty. We're going to put them right there. I'm going to cut some of that out. So I have, did you just hear the cat meow? We have a tomcat out here. He belongs to somebody. He's well healthy. He's quite large and in charge. He's a big old cat. He just comes here and eats. So these are 8x6 crystal faceted teardrop beads in crystal AB. 10-inch strand. Look at the sparkle. So, so pretty. So we're going to put them right above the other ones, and I'm going to, I'm just going to cut out that little bit right there, just so I have something to go in there with it. Nothing fancy. They're so pretty. Oh, look at these. So they're a matte crackle glass bead, but they're very pretty. They're 8mm. It is a 15-inch strand. Oh my goodness. Look at that. They are very well done. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like those. I'm going to put, well, we're just going to put them right there. And, of course, I mean, we kind of know what they are. But just keeping with the flow, so I don't have to guess. Put the little tag with it. And I have some of these still somewhere. 6mm Amazonite frosted round beads, 7-inch strand. I'll have to get the other ones together and put them with it. Ah, so pretty. Nice and cold. Of course, it is really cold outside. I have my heater going, so you don't have my hand in the way. They are pretty. Again, I'm going to leave them on a strand so I can transfer them easier. Like I said, we'll make a quick little project. So, not sure what we're going to make, but I am like in heaven. This is a pretty palette. And then we have, oh my. We have faceted teardrop Bracelet beads in crystal AB, and these can be strung. There's an 8-inch strand, 13x6mm. Look at those, guys. And they go straight across, so you can definitely string them right on, like so. And they got little beads between, like, every couple. Those are really nice. Very pretty. I like those. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, we're going to cut that out. Not that we really need to have the paper with it, but keeping with the flow. Put that in there with it. Ta-da! There's that. Oh, those are pretty. Metal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think this, metal. I do not know what that was. I think it was something that sat here on my table. Yes, something that sat here on my table. Okay. So we're going to do these next 20 pieces, crystal faceted half matte round beads in crystal AB. We've had something kind of like this before, but they were in like a peach, I believe. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? Let me put them in the dish. Look at that. Aren't they pretty? we're going to put these right here. And cut my little paper out. Those are going to make some beautiful, like, you can make earrings with them. You could do bracelets, use them on a necklace. I guess I had that all way cut. And, okay, so we're going to go to these. We have 6mm crystal faceted round beads in peach opal 80. Very pretty. I love these. This is such a pretty color. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Whoops. I'm going to put these right here. I think I know what I want to do. I'm not sure yet, but I think I do. Get that in there. I'm planning. And then we have an empty spot up there. We have our big guys down here that we can divide yet, so we're good. All right, so this is our 25mm Amazonite faceted teardrop pendant. And isn't he beautiful? So you can see both sides. He is drilled right here, so I can use one of my bales. Isn't that pretty? And it would look lovely with these. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a divider in right here. Oops. I know I'm doing it right. Come on, little dude. Why are you not agreeing with me? You're just being stubborn. Look at that. Okay, we have that in. Let me cut my little paper out. Even though I probably will be using it pretty quickly. I have barely touched the last month's box. Well, the last 2 months I barely touched. I just haven't felt it. There's that. And then we have 2 pieces, 14 by 20 freshwater shell carved cloud beads. I am curious how they are strung. So here's what they look like. I'll turn them over. And let's see how they're strung. Let me get a pin. They are strung like this. So if you put them on a bracelet, they would go like this. If you put them on earrings or something like so. On a necklace, depending on how you have your necklace going, or as part of a drop. They're very pretty, very nicely done. So you get a pair of those. And I think we'll go ahead and put them in there. And now we'll go ahead and get started with the metals. And get the trash out of the way. So we have 10 pieces of 12.5 by 14mm cloud charms. I feel like I left one in there. Nope. So here's what they look like. Let me pick one up in my hand. a little cloud with a little loop at the top, and you get 10 of them. I'm going to put them in their own little spot here in a second. We get some, so they're lead-free and cadmium-free, but they're not nickel-free. Oh, I already have it off. I'm going to put another divider in. Come on, little dude. Oh, I missed. Of course, it's going to go in easy when I miss. So we're going to put them in right there. And then we have 2 of the 19 by 30 stainless steel cloud chandelier pendants. And they look like that. And they are the same on both sides. So you can see what they look like. Very shiny. I'm going to put them in there also. And get our little tag in there. And I will double check all of my items to make sure I have them all. So right now I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I miscounted. It was me. I figured I'd done that. Alright, so we have a 2-piece 18 by 14 rhinestone umbrella charms. These are stinking adorable, guys. Wait till you see these. And I'm going to turn one upside down, one that way. Aren't they cute? Look at the little rhinestones. And it has a little raindrop over here with a rhinestone in it. I'm going to go ahead and put them in here also. And I'll go ahead and clip it off. And those do not say they're lead free or anything, so there we go. Get that out of the way. Everything in here is silver tone. Okay, so some of these items I have already in my stash, so I will put them in my in with my items. There's no sense in putting them in here and then taking them back out. So here we have a 16 by 14 millimeter with a 25 millimeter bar, platinum plated. This is beautiful, and zirconia cloud toggle clasp. Okay, I'm going to put it in the bowl first, the little dish. And I'll put it on my hand also. But that is adorable. I have it in my lap. I caught it. Front and back. There's the back. It's got like a texture. I'm going to put this again in there. Actually, you know what? I might put him separate. I have room. We'll put the toggle clasp over here. And I think I'll do that with the rainbow or these little guys also. Well, when I go to change them out, I know what's what. Okay, now I'm also, wow, I still have like a couple things. Okay, so this is Cloud Chandelier Findings. There's one piece. I guess it's a pair. So there is the back and there is the front. Because it says findings with an S, as you can see, plural. That is so cute. I'm going to put that over here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. And put that in there. And then we're going to go ahead and get out these. These are lightning bolt charms. There's 10 pieces, 12 by 5, and they are stainless steel. And they're little. So we're going to get them in the bowl. I'm going to go ahead and cut this now while I have it in my hand. And then I have it cut out. Okay. We'll put that in there also. And that's what they look like. Aren't they cute? And I'll put one like right here in my hand. There's a couple. They're so cute. I'm going to put that in there. And then what else we got? I am going to put the chain over here by itself. So we got 1 meter of stainless steel curb chain. And we've all seen our curb chain before. I love it. The chain is always so very good. I'm going to put it right there. Just going to leave my whole envelope in there. And then I'm going to leave these in the envelope because we've all seen these. We've gotten them before. And I have some in my, right in here. I can just put them in here. So these are the 5-petal bead caps, 6.5 by 3 millimeter. There's 10 grams in here. That's a lot. So I'm going to put them right there. And then I also have these, which I think I'm out of. Yes, I'm out of these. So I'm glad I have more. These are these are 4 by 3. I thought they looked a little bit bigger. 4 by 3 stainless steel round spacer beads. So there is 50 of them in there. That's pretty cool. So we're going to put them right there. Awesome. And we're going to design something. I'm going to take a drink. So we're going to design on the fly. I want to make it meaningful. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to make a pair of earrings, and I want to hang little lightning bolts from them. So I'm going to get out 2 more lightning bolts. I may have to get my little tweezers out. Okay, and I want to do I guess we could do kind of an earring session, guys. What do you think about that? I hate to use all these on earrings. I don't want to put those on earrings. We're going to do 2 pairs of earrings. Let's do a bracelet and hang that charm. A lightning bolt. And a make a bracelet with those and some of these and maybe some of those. So let's add those those bead caps, and I kind of want to use just a little bit of chain, and I'll show you why. And let's go ahead and close this, and let's go ahead and make 2 pairs of earrings and a bracelet. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys down just a wee bit, so I'm gonna pause you. Okay, so I brought you down and zoomed you in just a wee bit, and I have some of these spacers. I have some of those beads. I have some of these real pretty drop crystals, some of these to give it some color, and we're going to use these charms on the bracelet, and then we'll do the earrings. Let's start with the bracelet. I'm kind of leaning towards just using the brown for my bracelet. I'm going to cut off. Let's get them out of the way. Don't need those. I'm going to need these. I'm going to put these scissors back away. I'm going to need these. I'm going to need my cutters. Okay. And then, of course, I have other, things off to the side that we may want to add. So I've cut off about 10 inches. Put that back. I have over here lobster clasps, and I am going to need, come on, open. We're going to need some 4mm jump rings and some, at least, I don't know, we might need more than that. We'll see. All right, and then of course we're going to need 2. I don't think we're going to need any more than 2, but I will get extras out. I don't know how we're going to do the earrings yet. We will see. All right. Let's go ahead and, I don't know how we're going to do the bracelet yet. Let's see how we're going to design this. I'm going to set them aside. These are our charms. I'm going to go ahead and cut these open. This is going to be our accent color. So let's get, like, I don't know, a few of these out. Lay them aside. We definitely have to have some sparkle. So I just want a few of these to give us some sparkle. Lay them aside. And now we're going to get just a few of these out. I think that'll be plenty. Let's go ahead and start designing the bracelet. We will need some of these. Again, if I need anything else, I can bring it in. There we go. All right, let's start with this palette. Let me get you kind of over that way a little bit so you can see what I'm working with. Okay. think I kind of want to put a bit of sparkle in the middle. Maybe we do want some. Jody had sent me this bead mix. What have we got in here that's kind of springy green? That's not real big. Oh, you know what? Let's get one of these little purple flowers. Or do we want to use a Let's see what we've got in here. I was after the little purple flower and now I can't find him. There he is. Little forget-me-not looking flower. He may not look right. No, he don't fit the vibe. He won't either. I don't think the bee will quite go with what I'm doing, but I think he would. Let's do that. Let's put one of those and maybe get a couple more out. Just so it looks cohesive. Not just like this random bead in the middle of nowhere. Just popping its head in there like, oh, look at me, I'm all by myself. Okay, let's go with it. So, I kind of like that. I really do. Okay, let's play. I'm gonna put some more sparkle here. And then let's go with that. Nope, we need to get some bead caps on those. Kind of separate the white from the clear. Like that. And let's go ahead and toss that in there. There we go. That'll look good. Ah, la 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 la. Y'all don't want to hear me sing, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and do that again. And like that and like that. I do not know how long that is, but let's go ahead, do one more big one. Oops, I done flung the little bead cap. And then do one more of those. Good enough. Let's put this together and see how long it has come out. Maybe too long. Can y'all see what I've done? I don't know. You may not. And I'm sweating. Turn my heat off. So I have a code down below. If you're interested in Bargain Bead Box, I'd greatly love to have you join the Bargain Bead Box group. We are a fun bunch of people. We for the most part, there's you know, a whole lot of us. And then of course, if you follow Jody on This Beaded Life, she has a fun page. This Beaded Life's bead friends. But I'm sure that if you follow her, you already have seen that group. It is a fun group. Everyone is welcome, and it's fun to have everybody, you know, enjoying each other's company and all that. So come on, little dude. You know, people from all areas of beading, you know, beginners and people that have been beading for years. And so on the pointy side first. I like being parts of groups that, you know, you don't have to feel like you're like not a part of the group or you're not good enough to be there. You know, there's so many of those groups out there that you just, well, let's get that string out of there. That's not very pretty. There we go. Making sure that I'm putting them on the correct way. Do, 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 do. There we go. And then I want, how did I do this? The pointy end towards the green. And that is going to be way too long, isn't it? Maybe not. I don't know. If so, we can adjust it after we get this all done. And I can look and see what I've got on there. We can decide what to do and where to go and how to go about adjusting the size, because it's going to be long. And okay. Actually, it's not. It's actually quite good sized. Okay. I'm going to double check and make sure. Here is my center. So I'm going to put this together. And they all match, and that's good. And so we are going to scooch these all back. That back. I want to put another clip over here, because before I get any farther, I want to put my charms on. And I'm going to have to get a couple more of these out, because I wasn't thinking about the charms. So, all right, let's do that. All right, so I need a small one and a small one, because I need small ones to go through the charm itself. Where's my little loop? There we are. So right here, we're going to put this on, and then I'm going to put my loop on. I'm going to close that. And I was probably off frame for a little bit. I'm sorry if I was. I'm going to make sure that we are closed. I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to bring it up here. I want to make sure that this is going to close properly. I'm going to open it, and I'm going to decide where to put. This is the middle. I think I'm going to put it over here. So I'm just going to loop it on, and I'm going to close it. Okay. And then I want to add, yeah, I like that. He's going to hang down nice. I don't want it right next to that one, so I think I'm going to come this side of that. We're going to do the same thing with a cloud charm. We're going to open this one, put on our cloud. I'm going to put this on now, close it, and you can put the little jump ring on first and then put your cloud charm on. I'm just doing it this way because I just am. I'm making sure that that will close properly, opening it, putting the cloud on, and then closing it. There we go. And there's my charms. I'm going to go ahead and take this end off. I'm going to open or put on my clamshell up through the bottom, out through the mouth. I literally just had my, I set them back a little bit so I wouldn't spill them. I'm going to get a couple of these out. I'm going to close them back up and set them back in the dish. I'm going to put this one on the silk crimp tubes. I'm going to put it on right there. Grab my bent chain nose pliers, and I'm going to grab it right here, bring it up, and squash. Not all the way to the end, but really close. And then I want to make sure there's no space between the wire and where I'm squashing my crimp tube. If there's space, it's going to, that crimp tube is going to fail. It's not going to hold. I'll come back over here and give it an extra little squeeze. And give it a tug. It's tight. Bring my clamshell up. Ah, he failed. I had a feeling he just didn't look right. Whoops, you didn't hear that, did you? I've been having some problems with my crimp tubes, and I think it's my crimp tubes, not my crimps. Not me. I think it's the crimp tubes. I really do. You did not see me just do that, did you? Yes, you did. Forgot to put my clamshell on. Yep, it's a day. It's a day. It's a day. Try that again. And of course, I think I have a couple laying right here. There's one. See, these here are bigger. Those right there are really tiny. and they don't seem to hold as good. Not sure where these came from. I think these are from Bargain Bead Box, and those other ones came from Amazon in that kit. So, even though they said they were 2x2, first of all, I don't think they are. Second of all, they really don't hold. And I'm going to make sure that we have it nice and tight. Please, please, please hold. I used to work at call centers. Well, not necessarily call centers. I used to work like for data entries and places like that. And sometimes you would have customers you'd had to deal with and stuff like that. And when I said that, please, please hold, it kind of reminded me of, some of my past jobs. I used to work for At a Glance, the calendar. And people would order their calendars at the end of the year. And I used to work for one of their main offices many, many, many years ago. Where people would, when you had your calendar, and at the end of the year, you would towards the end of the year, you would have inside of your calendar this reorder your calendar for 2025. Yeah, I was that person at the center that when you sat in your order blank, I was the person that sat in the office opening mail and placing your order. And oh my good Lord, that is terrible. See what I get for talking? And quit your talking, Laura. I would put in your order and say yes, your payment was there, or if it was credit card or something like that, somebody else did credit card payments, or but they still expected you to dress nicely. And even though we were tucked away in a corner and nobody ever saw us, you were still, minimum wage back then. Oh my gosh, minimum wage was like $4 an hour. So, all right, so we're going to make sure that we have no spaces like I did the last time. I'm going to crush down my crib tube. And I used to work for data entry for FedEx years and years and years ago. Processing service failures. I did it again. Oh, I guess maybe it's because it's got big beads. I guess, but boy, I didn't think there would be that much of a difference. But anyways, yeah, I used to work for them processing service failures. It's really quite the job, and correcting information for people and all that good stuff. Okay, I quit. Hold on. Okay, I went through like 5 before I went and got completely different ones and used them because they were smaller yet, and finally got some that would hold. What in the world was that all about? So we're going to go ahead and put a lobster clasp, which I have some out. Well, those are different colors, so I don't really want to use those. What I just do with the silver ones, I just literally had them out right here. And I thought I put some out, but I did not. Gosh, I went through the same thing yesterday. I don't know if it's the wire, if it's the crimp tubes. I'm not sure, but we're over it. I got it done. Like I said, I went through like 5 complete ones, and none of them held. So I went and got a different color, because you're not going to see the color. It's down in there. And we're going to put on a 4mm jump ring and my lobster. Make sure that's closed up nice and tight. And then we're going to put on our, so much for an easy bracelet, a 6mm jump ring on the other side to clasp into. And we're going to close that up. So there is that. What a pretty bracelet. And you've got your little lightning bolt and your cloud. How cute is that? Okay, set that aside. Now let's work on the 2 pairs of earrings. Might just do one because we're already at 50 minutes or an hour. So yeah, let's just do one, and I will set that one aside. And yeah, we'll just do one, and then it'll match that, and then later we'll do the other pair. So I'm just going to do simple ones. And oh my gosh, guys, all I have to do is reach over here next to me and grab earring hooks. Can you believe it? I'm getting that well at putting things away and getting organized. I don't know. Maybe I want him dangling from a chain. I don't know. He is kind of cute, but little girls aren't going to want danglies. They're going to want like that. I guess we can go ahead and do the other pair of earrings. I had them out here. They won't take long. Everything's here to do them with. How cute. So there's that quick little pair of earrings. Let's just go ahead and do these. I think they're going to be cute. And get the little guys out here. I want just some lengths of chain. And I want, do I want lengths of chain, or do I just want to use one is going to be hooked down with this, and yeah, I think the other one I want just a couple links of chain, not much, maybe 3. Yeah, let's do that. 3 links of chain, or 2, 3. Let's do 3. So I'm going to cut off right here. I heard you cut. Honest, I did. So there's 3. Come on, little dude. Have you noticed this video has fought with me? Like from the moment 1. Now I need 3 more links. 1, 2, 3. Cut the 4th link. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that cut link out of the way. And of course, it doesn't want to come off. There we go. And then I can put that chain back away. So I'm going to need 2 more earrings. And how am I going to put this like this? Okay, cool. We don't need any for the top, so I just need 2 more to put on the bottom. Ah, I don't feel like fighting with them today. There we go. Actually, I need 4 more, don't I? Because I need 1 to fasten the chain on with. Okay, this should not take long. Famous last words, right? Because, you know, if I think it's going to be fast, it's never going to be fast. So we're going to add our chain link to our lightning bolt. And we're going to close that up. Make sure it's closed. And I'm going to lay it down. And then I'm going to take this one, open it, put our lightning bolt on. And we're going to put this one on our earring. And we're going to close it up. I do want to make sure it's closed. Now, I want the longer one to be on the inside of the ear. So this is going to be like, if it's facing you, this is going to be on the inside of your ear. So this is going to be the short one. This is going to be the long one. Okay, so we're going to fasten this one to our earring, our cloud. Oops, would it help if I opened the jump ring first, y'all? Getting 1 step ahead of myself. Now, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. This one's just going to swing, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to close it. And I'm going to go ahead and put him on his earring. Will he go down over? He will. Let's go ahead and close him so we have this side done. Oh, he's so cute. Look at that. I love him. There we go. I like it. There we go. All right, now we're going to reverse this and put this on this side. So we're going to open jump ring. We're going to put our lightning bolt on. Like I said, this lightning bolt is going to swing, so it doesn't matter, you know, which way it faces. And then our chain. Close it. And then we're going to lay it down. Open up our next jump ring. Oops. Open. Put on the end of our chain. Add it to our cloud. Use it back a little bit. There we go. And then close it. Oops. I just want to check and make sure it's tight. And it is. Now, I want to make sure our lightning bolt is going the other way. Like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get him on his jump ring. Oops, it's way down here. Oh my gosh. So put this on. Put this on. Will that be right? I think so. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and put our earring on our other little cloud. And they're lightweight, so they're not going to like be too heavy. Oh, are you serious? The other one went right over the little ball. Oh, come on. Come on, little dude. Agree with me. There we go. Close it up. The rest of the way. There we go. So there we have the most cutest little pair of earrings. And they can be worn if you want them to be worn either way. Whether you want the dangly part towards your ear or the longer part towards the outside by your hair more. There we go. So thank you guys. So we have two cute little pairs of earrings and they really didn't take that long. And then we have the matching bracelet. How stinking cute is that, guys? So thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate all of you. And I will talk to all of you guys down in the comments below and let me know what you think of this month's Bargain Bead Box April showers. I think last year we had like April something. It had to do with the April showers, I believe, last year too. But it is so pretty. I really like the colors. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Bye, everybody.